93 Boxing. I'm back with a quick video. Anthony Joshua initially started saying that Tyson Fury fight wasn't really all that. It was boring. The Tyson Fury and the Klitschko fight. And he tried to say it's not only about winning, it's about how you win. And people will remember it in the future. Like he's basically trying to insinuate that in the future, whose will people remember? My fight with Joshua's fight with Klitschko or Tyson Fury's fight with Klitschko? Now, to a certain extent, yeah, it was a lot more entertaining than the Tyson Fury Klitschko fight. But at the same time, a win is a win is a win. And this is how Tyson Fury responded, though. He tried to say that no matter how you win, it's a win. He also stated, quoting from, I can't remember who he met, which legend that he met, but someone told him that, some legend told him that a dangerous fighter is a balanced fighter, a fighter that can throw from all angles, a fighter that has good all-round ability, and boxing's hit and not get hit. And I personally agree with Tyson Fury. Sometimes, look, excitement is a byproduct in my opinion. Excitement to the fans is a byproduct. The name of the game is to win, right? Tyson Fury also said that Anthony Joshua is criticizing Tyson Fury for all these, like calling Tyson Fury boring and things like that. But Anthony Joshua's idol, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who was known for being defensive, right? And that's a good point. I fully agree with Tyson Fury on that. Boxing's not about hit and get hit. It's about hit and not get hit. If it means the fight ends up being boring to a lot of people's opinion, then so be it. Who cares? It's about getting the win, right? So I kind of agree with him. And Tyson Fury did make it an easier fight. I personally think Joshua's still a good fighter, but Tyson Fury versus Klitschko was a lot more easier for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury says he wants Joshua, and I believe he also said no need for warm-up fights. He wants to go straight in there. He says as soon as all this fuckery, I'm paraphrasing, all this fuckery that's going on with the license, the boxing license that Tyson Fury can't get hold of, can't get back. At least for now he hasn't got back yet, but as soon as he gets back, he's trying to say he'll be back against Joshua. Back in the ring with Anthony Joshua. That'd be a great fight, man. That'd be a really good fight. And then also, Tyson Fury says, and I don't agree with this one, but he says Anthony Joshua is a fake Nigerian, a plastic Nigerian, in quote. He says he'll fly the Nigerian flag himself, because, he's a gypsy, right? So, those are people that travel, right? The travelers. And he goes, gypsy representing the whole world. So he fly the Nigerian flag. And he says he's more Nigerian than Anthony Joshua. And he also says there's a name that people, like he's trying to say that Muhammad Ali used to call people like this Uncle Tom. Do you personally think Anthony Joshua is a coon or like an Uncle Tom? Like, really? I mean, he has his Africa tatted on his arm, I remember. And, I mean, I know a person can have Africa tattooed on their arm, but they can still be an Uncle Tom. But I've never seen Anthony Joshua doing anything that's Uncle Tomish, if that makes sense. Like, do you really think... I agree with Tyson Fury in terms of boxing is hit and not get hit and all that. And Tyson Fury did have an easier time with Klitschko than Joshua. I personally think Tyson Fury might end up being one of the best heavyweights today. He might be able to beat Joshua. He might be. I mean, I'm not sure about him taking a long layoff and then coming back straight into the ring. He should have a warm-up fight, though. But, yeah. I don't agree with the Anthony Joshua being an Uncle Tom. I don't agree with that because Anthony Joshua has never done anything that... He's never done anything related with race. Like, he's never got involved. An Uncle Tom is someone who's, kissing the white man's ass and doing shit that's not in favor of the black people. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I've never, to me, that's what I understand is Uncle Tom. And he's never really sold out like that. Like, So I personally think Anthony Joshua, I don't see him as an Uncle Tom. I don't know where Tyson Fury is getting that from, unless he knows about him, knows something about him that I don't. But yeah, that would be a great fight, man. These two have been talking for a long time, a long, long time. This will be a huge British showdown. Tyson Fury needs to take a tune-up fight, though. He really needs to take a tune-up fight because now Anthony Joshua, physically more imposing, not as skilled as Tyson Fury, but he's more physically imposing. He still has some skills. He can punch. And in terms of experience, you could say that they're both similar experience because before Klitschko, they both really didn't fight any top-level opposition. Actually, no, Tyson Fury did fight Chisora. And I think Chisora's a decent fighter. Nothing, not a world beater or nothing, but a decent fighter. He hanged himself in there with Klitschko. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know who you think wins, actually, because if Joshua, like, coming straight off the layoff, I kind of lean towards Joshua in some ways, but also, like, I personally think Tyson Fury would win the fight if Tyson Fury takes a warm-up fight. It's been a while that Tyson Fury hasn't fought since November 2015, like damn, and he's been on coke, he's been overweight, he's probably been drinking, he probably hasn't been taking care of his body, which means he probably was eating junk food as well. So he needs to kind of get that ring rust, or there's probably a lot of rust. He probably won't be as sharp in the ring as, he looks sharp on the pads. I've seen him working out like a few months ago. I think maybe a few weeks ago, him doing some pad work, and he looks sharp, but he hasn't got anyone to hit him back. Let me know what you think. 93 Boxing. I'm out.